Hello, my friend. It is so good to have you here today. Have you ever made a promise you were not sure you could keep? Maybe you were young. Maybe you were scared. Maybe the words came out before you had time to think. And then, years later, you had to decide, will I keep this promise, or will I walk away? This is the story of a boy who made a promise at age 9, standing next to his crying father in a small house. He had no shoes, he had no ball. He practiced football with a sock stuffed with old rags, and he kept that promise. My friend, this is the beautiful story of Pell. Imagine a city in Brazil in the year 1946. The ground is dusty. One small boy is not running. He is standing by a wall kicking something against it. Not a ball, a sock. His name is Edson. He was born in 1940 in a town called Tres Corques. The name means 3 hearts. His father, Dandinho, had been a gifted player, but a knee injury finished his career when he was 24. To help young Edson worked. He shined shoes outside movie theaters. He sold roasted peanuts on street corners. Every free hour belonged to football. He played barefoot on hot streets with friends. They called themselves the shoeless ones. The sock taught him something a real ball never could. He learned to control what could not be controlled. At school, Edson had a hero, a goalkeeper named Bile. But one day, Edson said the name wrong. He said Pell. He hated that name. He even punched a classmate because of it. But the more he complained, the more the name stuck. Years later, someone discovered something beautiful. The word Pell in Hebrew means wonder. It was exactly the right meaning. The year is 1950. Brazil has never won the World Cup, but everyone is sure this is their year. The hope is like sunshine. Inside the house, his father and the men sit close to the radio. Then Edson comes inside. His father is crying. Brazil has lost against Uruguay. Edson had never seen his father cry before. He put his hand on his father's arm. "Don't cry, father," he said quietly. "I will win the World Cup for you." He was 9 years old. He had a sock full of rags, but that night a promise was born. When Peel was 12, he joined a youth team. Coach Valdemar de Brito had never seen anyone like this boy. Pell was thin, but when the ball touched his feet, something different happened. He saw the open space before anyone else. Valdemar told his parents, "Your son will be the greatest football player in the world." Pell was only 15. Pell walked out the door with a small bag. He did not know it yet, but he was never going back. June 1958, Sweden, the World Cup semi-final. The grass is green and wet. Brazil has a 17-year-old boy. Pell flicks the ball over a defender's head. Before it touches the grass, he volleys it into the net. The stadium explodes. 5 days later, the final. Brazil wins. Pell stands on the grass and cries the way a child cries. Fully. A 9-year-old boy had just kept his promise. 8 years later, Dandinho heard the final score and cried warm tears. Brazil declared Pell a national treasure. It meant he could not leave. He was the most famous man, yet not free. In 1966, he was kicked off the field by defenders. He told journalists, "I don't want to play in the World Cup anymore." But in 1970, Brazil called him one more time. He said yes. What followed was the most beautiful football ever played. 3 World Cups. No player in history has ever done that. He thought about Boru and the socks stuffed with rags. In 1969, a civil war in Nigeria stopped for 48 hours just to watch him play. For 90 minutes, they were fans. President Ronald Reagan once said, "I am the President of the United States, but you don't need to introduce yourself." Pell died on December 29, 2022. Andy Warhol said he would have 15 centuries of fame. The story of Pell is about a promise. It is about what happens when you decide, against all reason, to keep it. Next time you feel like giving up, remember a boy in Boru. Remember that he did it, because love was stronger than fear.